Have you gone up to Siri and asked what 0 divided by 0 is, or why fire trucks are red?
Why is it when I type in the name of my second channel, Carol the second CAREALO space THA space 2ND, Google suggests how many days in Aerial, Costa Rica, and how many days to spend in that place?
Hey, what's up guys, it's Rob, my favorite YouTuber here. Now, in my last Dogman review, I was the Dogman, A Tale of Two Kitties. I accidentally called it Dogman and Cat Kid. So, yeah. Anyway, but, and also, someone closed the door. I just heard the door shut. It's this door. But anyway, yeah, so, and then I also showed book 4 Countdown to Pants in the intro. So I assume this time when I reach for it, I'm gonna get, yeah. So this time it's Dogman, A Tale of Two, Dogman and Cat Kid. Yes, I get it. Oh, and actually after this I'm gonna be all caught up. But book 5 comes out in August. So, oh, and I'll review the collector's editions and full color stuff. And, is there anything else after that? Did I review everything else? I reviewed all the main series. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, anyway, let's start. What is wrong with the door? Okay, I can't show you this, because every time I move the camera it goes away, but there was a light showing in the wall. It was scary as frick. So I admire the continuity in this book. We still got our sidekick, Robin, or, Cat Kid, whatever. But anyway, the inside cover is blue, and you can tell that I really only read this once, really. But, yeah, so the inside cover is blue. And as always, we start with an introduction of George, Beard, and Harold Hunchkins, who are in the 5th grade and fall downstairs with skateboards, and they decide to make their own comic book. By reading East of Eden? What the frick is that? It's a novel by John Steinbeck, blah blah blah. They said it was about good and evil. No, man, I don't have time for this. Recap of all that happened in the past 3 books, blah blah blah. And gives this kind woman a job and gets it. The way that she just picks her up, moves her over, places her right down there. Like, is that even really possible? Hang on. Have you heard of the game Getting Over It? It's a little bit odd, but basically you're this dude in a barrel, and you're naked, but they only see you from the top half. But you're just sitting there in a barrel, and then you have to use this hammer to move yourself forward. I have my phone because I'm looking up what East of Eden is now. Yes, I know I already explained it for you, but to me, I'm going to film that segment right now, so it hasn't happened to me yet. Timey-wimey, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, so, and then you have to climb this massive mountain, and basically, like, the mountain's huge. So many people have spent so much time trying to beat the game, and then you beat it, and then, yeah, you go. What is wrong with the freaking door? Okay, here we go. Stay open. Oh, Jesus frick. Okay, I gotta put this book 3 away. I can't remember it. It's been sitting on the floor. But, so, yeah, but basically, it makes no sense. Because, it is actually, okay, I know I don't like to say that things are impossible, so I'm sure there is a way. I don't want to have my back to this door, man. But anyway, so, yeah. But anyway, so, you have this hammer. You cannot put a hammer into the ground and then push it. Because I believe, to, like, Newton's laws of gravity and force and stuff like that, that if you were to try and do that, push the hammer into the ground, you would be putting as equal amount of force pushing your feet into the ground. So literally, the harder you pushed onto the hammer to try and lift yourself up, the harder your feet is pushing on the ground, making it less likely for it to come up. Never mind with you in a freaking barrel. So where was I going with this? I'm not sure. It probably is if the person is incredibly light, like just the same as how I can lift this pinwheel. But I think it would be pinwheel's kind of blocking my area of seeing it, because like you can see me fine, but my view of what you're seeing is seen from a thing that's right beside it. But anyway, like, can you actually do that? Okay, East of Eden. It's actually Petri the cat who wants to turn the kitty back to evil. Hero. That's funny, because in Hollywood, I mean, if you live in Hollywood, you probably know this, but in Hollywood, there's literally just a massive sign that says Hollywood. Don't go to Hollywood just to see this sign, because it is kind of boring when you see it. It is just a massive sign that says Hollywood. You might be like, ooh, that's cool for like, I don't know, maybe like 10 minutes, but then after that you might get bored. But that's not the only reason that people go to Hollywood. It's just a nice little
extra thing. The cop is still mad at Dogman for doing this, despite the fact that I'm pretty sure I thought the cop started to like that more and did it to him. So this guy wants to make a movie about Dogman, and of course he pulls on, you know, what was it called? Chicken Little? Like, I think that was it, Chicken Little. Yeah, with the acorn on his head and thought the sky was falling. And then at the end there's like a movie, and it shows him like super muscular when in fact he's just really tiny. That's literally what he did. But Dogman says, no, screw that, I'm not going to do that. Diorama of the woman just giving Dogman a good time and the other guy in the background being angry for some reason. Petrie is trying to train his son to be bad. And he does so by making him throw the ice cream. He's like, oh my goodness, I think I know what the East of Eden must be about. Because, like, the idea is, like,
Most of us want to be good, but that's because that we learned from our ancestors to do it this way. Now, I do believe that there is a select few, possibly me, I don't want to brag, but possibly me, who would be able to fight it anyway. But if our ancestors told us to be evil, because that's why people were racist in the back, because their ancestors told them to be racist, and their ancestors told them. So they grew up to be ancestors of their kids and then told them that. And then people finally realized it was wrong. But like, if we were trained to be evil from kids, because you remember, when we're born, we know nothing. Our brains are so small that we can't even remember stuff. That's why you can't remember things as a baby, because your brain was so small back then, it didn't have the capacity to hold in memory like it does now. Same how as okay, I don't know how old you are, but let's say that you're 7. Can you remember what you did yesterday? Yeah, of course you can. But when you turn 15, are you going to remember what you did that day? Maybe if something really, really cool happened that's worth making note about, maybe you'll remember it, but it'll be a very vague memory and a chunk of other memories that you'll have. Because the brain can only hold so much. I once read this thing online that was a pretty interesting way to think about it, is that memory is not like playing back a video. It's like putting on a play from a script. When you try to remember something, if you try to remember something that you did seconds ago, you'll be able to play it back in much more detail than if you played it like 10 years ago. Like, try and think about something that you did a year ago, because I'm assuming that you're not 1. But, unless if maybe you're watching this in the future where babies are super advanced and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, okay, so it's just an interesting topic.
Actually, why is he in a plane? Make the robotic hot dogs for when... Hot dogs from the first book, because... You know, yeah, references, and also they're recreating the movie, so they're just robots. If you're wondering where I keep the 4th book, this is a dinosaur, but if you're wondering where I keep the 4th book, it's just right on top of here. But, yeah, I'm filming these scenes after I finish filming the rest of the video, because timey-wimey stuff. Because it just mirrors the writing and characters a lot more, like, improved in the 4th book than in the 1st book. Then again, the 1st and 12th book of Cameron Independence, it's like seeing Superman and Cyborg together, the oldest Justice League member and the newest. But, like, the characters are, that was the worst of all, oddest of all pages to flip to show that as an example. But see, like, they're different here too. The resistance, which is super awesomest resistance. Oh no, things. Thingy. Yeah, that's what I say. I thought resistance would be resistance. Okay, this is the hashtag good remote here. On, off, good, evil. What could go wrong? Good, evil, Petrie. Oh no, he's doing the eyes. Oh no, he knows that I have to conjure the eye. The super awesomest thingies. Da. As I flip these pages, also kinda flipping the cover as well. This basically sums up movies, yeah? I mean, like, whenever it says, like, based on a true story, then the guys, oh my god, why does everyone have to have muscles? The guy's head came up. I'm not quite sure what happened here. I didn't know what cut the cheese meant until I saw this, but apparently cut the cheese is when you fart. I don't get why little kids find that funny. Like, it's just like sneezing or coughing or yawning, too. It's involuntary. And burping as well. Like, why are those two made fun of? But anyway, so cut the cheese is apparently when you fart. But, like, he's cutting cheese, but the gas is coming from there. So, is the cheese stinky, or what? The robot is somehow an android, I guess. Because he helps Dogman out, finding the cat kid and stuff like that.
The difference between a robot and an android, I think, is from this show called Android. What happened to that show? But anyway, a robot is something that's programmed to do something, but it doesn't actually have feelings as we know them. Androids, though, do have feelings. They're still not really alive, but they behave like they have feelings. For example, like Siri. I don't have Siri on this phone, but Siri is an android because, while she's basically a robot, or he, whatever, while they're basically a robot, just say they when you don't know what the pronoun is, also are designed to behave as they have feelings. Have you gone up to Siri and asked what 0 divided by 0 is, or why fire trucks are red? Because you'll get very funny responses. I'm going to leave that. Hey, you want an idea? Film your original reaction to you asking those questions. They're pretty funny. And if they're not, then something must be different about your Siri. Maybe they took that away. I don't know. I hope it works.
I like this though. So Dogman needs this machine's help, but he has to stay in place. And when Dogman asks why, I like this though because the robot he has to he has to obey commands, but he can still show Dogman this because his primary objective is to obey Lil Petri. I don't know how you say it. I've been calling him Petri this whole time. Anyway. And he just said, wait here for me, so he can't go beyond this border. Kind of like that. Has more things than nobody's trying to say Petri. He's like, or PT. Is it PT? I'm going to keep calling him Petri. I like Petri. It's kind of harsh, though. Dogman's not allowed to be in there because he got fired earlier, so then he digs out a tunnel and he's like, hey, come back here. Want to get my hands on you? You're going to wish you were never born. How about He's kind of kicks him. Dogman, jeez. I felt like it would have been funnier if he just kind of fell in. But now he's in the hole. But Dogman could get out of there. I guess he has claws. Plus he's... I thought cats were good at climbing. I don't want to spoil the cool action scene, but... the action scene is pretty dang good. And the guy comes out of the hole and he's like, I shall get my revenge. And all of a sudden the guy comes down and he just falls down the hole again. Just not a Captain Underpants. Well, I guess this isn't really a Captain Underpants book. It's not even written by George and Harold. It's written by Dave Cokie. But it can't be whatever book without in the overall series of the universe. Though technically this is a comic book, so it's kind of like a fiction within the fiction. Because Captain Underpants is one layer of fiction, and then this is a fiction within the fiction. Inception with fiction. Anyway, Gassy Beth Moth Studios turns to Thorless Mayhem is best. Whatever. Jesus, frick, he's shouting at him like he's a robot. Why is he talking like this? Thou shalt, thou mayest. I guess that's how they talk in medieval times because he's wearing a knight armor. Luckily, though, Cat Kid saves the day because, he's not going to turn evil. God, it's not down the hole again. Fake cop, fake Dogman, and fake Captain Underpants all walk away. And the guy gets knocked down the hole again. Actually, he turns the thing to evil and then zaps all the hot dogs. So you're telling me that remote, good and evil, was not just for the robot. Literally, you zap anything with it and they become evil. Wow. Let's just knock down the guy for a 5th time because... I don't know. I guess because he said that he'll get his revenge, we see him as a villain now, but like... dang, it's the 5th time, gee. Dogman gonna slap him? Yeah. Oh no, he's just gonna block him. Okay. Remind this... Yeah. This woman is a purse. This woman with a purse, not is a purse, just start slapping them, okay? I do not like this. I do not like it when guys get beat up and then they turn crazy for that. Because then it just seems unfair. Like, they're not smart anymore, and if they didn't get that beating, then they would still be smart. That stuff used to scare me as a kid. I'm glad this book didn't come out till now, because I don't like that. It just seems kind of disturbing. It's always scary for me. Like, what if something happens, and all of a sudden you lose something that you're really talented at? Then, for the rest of your life, you're just thinking, like, wow, if I hadn't done that one thing, then it wouldn't have happened. But this is worse, because he's not even going to think that, because he can't think. You know what, let's just toss the guy down the hole for a 6th time, because why not? Oh, this stupid woman from the bagel shop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Phone number for the computer. Bring back another villain. You guessed it. The taco guy from the first book. Nah, just kidding. It's very double kidding ya. It actually is really the taco guy from the first book. I shall not succumb to the eye. I shall not succumb. Oh, dang it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. That's gross. That kid thinks back to when Petri, I'm just going to call him Petri, told him that the robot is not actually his friend. It just obeys him. So he changes his primary objective to... thou mayest? Shoot, was that revealed in the original book? What does thou mayest mean?
Okay, it basically means you have choice. Yeah. So he's giving the robot the ability to choose what he does to figure out, is the robot really just obeying him or is it really good? Of course it's good. It was doing all that stuff to help Dogman, and then even when it wasn't allowed to leave the thing, I'm holding my feet onto the carpet but you can't really see it from this angle. Then he still tried to show Dogman to try and get him help, saying like, this is why I can't leave.
Taco guy throwing away the robot. Don't you? Yeah, good. Keep your eyes shut. Oh, Jesus, Frank, the robot just sliced him in half. My voice clocks didn't turn on for that last syllable. For the happy ending, you have to buy the book to figure it out, because I'm not spoiling it, and, you know, everything's all happy and doodle-doo-doo. Hey, where's the guys that's saying, hey, ain't you glad there's not no unhappy endings? But wait, if you thought that was it, you ain't read nothing yet. I like it. Keep making the sequels, buddy. Dogman, Lord of the Fleas! That's based on Lord of the Flies! I read that in English class for grade 9 and 10 twice! Sorry, I needed to put my elbow to hold the book in because I actually was taking my hand out. I get the references! Something about how to draw the Dark Knight based on the Dark Knight. See, I told you it was Batman and Robin. Yeah. But anyway. Oh, there's a lot of 46 steps. Draw the taco guy. Oh, of course the eyes first, because why not? Or eyes last, or really any eyes last. And the cat kid, more online stuff. Note, the titles in chapter 9, 10, and 11 are parodies of the title of other books by John Steinbeck. The words on pages 57 and 233 are direct quotes from East of Eden by Steinbeck. The Japanese words in chapter 11 mean okay. Books about the author, basically nothing that he read already, and about the color. So, yay, that's the end of the book.
Have I still not put this book in here? Yeah, so would I recommend this? Yeah. I'm all caught up. On to the collector's editions next time. So, thank you all so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like so I know you enjoyed. If you didn't like, please leave a dislike so I know you did enjoy. Leave a comment down below if you like the channel, like, feels awesome, get some motivation or encouragement. If you didn't like, please leave a comment down below saying why you didn't like. So I can prove for next time as well. Won't be able to prove it just here. Treat it just because before like. And subscribe. So, excuse me, sorry. So you know when next week comes out. Thanks again so much for, and as always, see you next time. Frick, I just slipped on the book. Oh my god, I just slipped on the freaking book. Okay, thanks again so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.